So we are going to do the exercises of metals and non-metals. Okay, page number 56. Alright. So the first question is, which of the following pairs will give displacement reactions? Okay. So 4 choices are given: sodium chloride and copper, magnesium chloride and aluminium, ferrous sulfate and silver, silver nitrate and copper. So if you get this type of questions, we have to compare the reactivity of the free metal given with the reactivity of the metal in the solution. If the free metal is more reactive, then only it can displace the less reactive metal from its solution. Okay. For comparison, a reactivity series is given here. So let's compare the reactivity of the free metal, that is copper, and sodium. So as copper is less reactive than sodium, no displacement. Okay. And about magnesium and aluminium, aluminium is less reactive than magnesium, therefore again no displacement. Iron and silver, okay, silver is again less reactive than iron, therefore no reaction. Here silver and copper, okay, so copper is the free metal here and which is more reactive than silver. You can compare here copper and silver. Copper is more reactive, therefore fourth one is the correct answer. Alright, let's move to the second question. So second question is avoided because that is from omitted portion. So here is the third question. An element reacts with oxygen to give a compound with a high melting point. This compound is also soluble in water. The element is likely to be. So here 4 options are given. A is calcium, B carbon, silicon and iron. So as the compound is having high melting point, definitely the element will be a metal. Therefore here the given metals are calcium and iron. Okay, silicon is metalloid. Alright. So here calcium and iron are the choices. Okay. And one more condition is here. This compound is also soluble in water. If you compare calcium oxide and iron oxide is not soluble in water. Therefore, calcium oxide is soluble in water and having a high melting point. Therefore, the answer is calcium. Okay. Calcium oxide is formed. Let's move to the next question. Fifth question. You are given a hammer, battery, bulb, wires and switch. How could you use them to distinguish between samples of metals and non-metals? Assess the usefulness of these tests in distinguishing between metals and non-metals. Okay. So here we can divide the tools given here as 2 sets. One is hammer and the second set includes battery, bulb, wires and switch. That means we want to make a circuit. Okay. Now if you use a hammer, how will you distinguish the samples of metals and non-metals? By hitting on them, right? If they are malleable, they are metals. If they are non-malleable, they are non-metals. Isn't it? And what about the second set of tools? Battery, bulb, wires and switch. We can make a circuit and include the sample in that circuit. We know that if it is a metal, the bulb will glow. That means the circuit will become complete. If it is a non-metal, the circuit will break when you connect a non-metal in between that and the bulb will not glow. Alright. So, assess the usefulness of this test. Here are the answers given. What is the usefulness of first one? Hammer. Because of malleability, metals can be casted or made into very thin sheets. And the next one is metals are very good conductors, okay, of electricity, so that they can be used for making electrical cables, electrical wires